Hello everyone, welcome to another English lesson. Today then we are going to be doing a little bit of research about the country where our story is set, which is Iceland. So today you are going to be detectives online, so you'll need to find a nice safe search browser to use that's made for children. I am going to include some links to the websites that I recommend for you to find some of your information from, but today you are going to be creating a fact file all about Iceland. So later on in the week, when we write our persuasive holiday brochure of why you visit Iceland, you've got loads of information that is ready for you to use. Okay then, so kidsworldtravelguide.com is quite a useful website with lots of facts about Iceland. So here is some of the main information that we might need. Here is the Icelandic flag. Now the Icelandic flag is very interesting because the different colours represent different things. I wonder if you can have that at Google actually about what all of these mean. I know for a fact that red for Iceland is a symbol and a representation of fire, because I know Iceland has lots of volcanoes, many active volcanoes as well. So if you can research as one of your interesting facts about Iceland what the red, white and blue represent, that would be amazing. Okay, there's only 357,000 people there. There's a lot more that live in the UK. Okay, there's lots of nice little facts here. What language they talk in, national symbols. Iceland is an island in northern Europe that is located in the Atlantic Ocean in the Arctic Circle. On this map you can see where Iceland is, okay? And it says here you can see volcanoes too. So if we were to click on this button here, it will give us a satellite image. So this is what it would really look like. Now, I'll show you where it is. If you remember at the start of our book, it did show a map of Iceland. It showed you where Arthur's town was. But here we are. Here is the world. Here is United Kingdom, where we are. Down in Gloucester is my little hand. Squeegee hand. Just around here is where we are. And our story takes place all the way up here in Iceland. Now, if you have a good zoom in yourself, this is where you can see lots of interesting things. Now, Iceland's an amazing country because it's always changing and there's lots of amazing things about it which you'll find in your research. And some of these areas here, like this white bit here, lots of these are mountains, but there's also lots of volcanoes here that are still erupting all the time. You have these beautiful estuaries here, okay, which is, they look lovely, don't they, from above. Okay, and if I move, oh, there's no little Google Map man, but you could also have a little look at that if you want to on Google Maps, if mum and dad are with you. Okay, so here is the country in itself. Interesting shape. It is an island. There's lots of lovely information on this website. I'm sure you'll find loads. Icelandic history. Iceland was founded by the Vikings, people from Norway, Denmark and Sweden, were the first to settle on Iceland from as early as 870. Very interesting. Okay. So I want you to record lots of this information on a Word document or written down. Here is some information on Iceland facts with geography, the capital cities. Oh look, Iceland is covered by ice, volcanoes, glaciers and geysers. I wonder if you can find out what a glacier is and a geyser. Okay, about 11% of the country is covered by glaciers. Okay, I'll give you a clue. It's very cold, the glacier. The country has more than 20 active volcanoes. I'm not going to pronounce the names because I'll get them completely wrong. And in 2010, I remember me and Mr. Nash was at school. There were lots of people that went on holiday and they couldn't get home because of this active volcano that erupted. And so that, yeah, active volcanoes is a part of daily life really in Iceland. They have to be very careful about this and all the ash that comes down. There's beautiful waterfalls, hot springs, mud pools. So when we consider thinking about writing our holiday brochure later on in the week, you've got to think about this. I mean, look at the Blue Lagoon. Isn't that stunning? We have nothing like that in the UK, I don't think. So there's lots of nice attractions. Okay, so if you think about it, yes, this country might be very cold, but if they have these thermal pools, and what it means by a thermal pool, it means that the water comes from the ground and it's naturally very warm. So it'd be like jumping into a nice hot bath, but it's outside. Okay, so I want loads and loads of facts, please. Interesting facts. Don't just do things like this, the second largest island, has a coastline, blah, blah, blah. You're going to think about things that are going to make people want to go and stay there. So don't just choose random facts. Choose facts that make you think, wow, I would want to go and visit that place. Okay, so I'll give you some examples. Right then, here is an example. So this will be the worksheet we look at today. So again, learning objective to develop different writing styles and explore persuasive narratives. And our task will be to research facts about Iceland. Now, In the success criteria, you might have something like a map of where Iceland can be found in the world, and you can draw that or you can copy that offline. It'd be nice if some people drew it, rather, because that would look really nice in your work later on this week. Some of the cities in the country, interesting geographical features, and maybe a few practice sentences, if you want to, about places where people should or might want to visit. Now, I'm doing it for the United Kingdom because if I write some sentences about Iceland, that will make your job far too easy. And I want this to be a nice challenge because you are little detectives and I want you to do your best you can. So I'm going to do the UK because it's nice and easy and we probably know lots of facts about the UK. So I might say here, the United Kingdom can be found in Northern Europe across the English Channel from France, full stop. So that's one of the facts that we have. You know that from the top of your head. Okay, what else do we have? You also know about the flag, don't we? The flag, the Union Jack, okay, is coloured with the nations of England, Wales, Scotland, okay, and so on and so on, okay? Oops, daisy. Now, what else do we know? We could talk about some of the capital cities. So, the main cities in the United Kingdom are interesting things that we have maybe in the country then. So, interesting geographical features. Well, one of Mr. Nash's favourite places to visit when coronavirus goes away, which hopefully will be soon, will be something like the Brecon Beacons. Okay, so the Brecon Beacons in Wales are a stunning landscape filled with something mountains. I wonder how I could describe them. They're very big mountains. They're very difficult to climb. You get very tired. So we could think about some nice descriptive language there to describe the mountains. ... Okay, because I'm not going to do too much work for you girls and boys because I'm modelling this to you so that you have lots and lots to write about. A few practice sentences about places people should visit. Okay, so I might say in here, if I was to do the even better if, you must visit the capital city of England, and this is here as a nice embedded clause, London. It is full of incredible sites and museums. Now, incredible sites and museums, maybe I could put something here, magnificent museums, to make it a nice bit of alliteration. Incredible sites, go away please, and magnificent museums. So, you must visit the capital city of England, London, or I could put that in parenthesis, or I could include it as an embedded clause. So the same sort of success criteria as usual. You're going to find as many facts as possible about the country. Remember, as I said before, I wouldn't focus too much on things like population unless you were to say, well, Iceland doesn't have a very big population. So if you want to go somewhere which is quiet on holiday, maybe that would be a nice place to visit. So maybe there should be a reason behind the facts you choose. Otherwise, it might be things about, did you know that there are lots of roads in Iceland? Not going to make you want to go on holiday, is it? Because if you want lots of roads, you may as well stay in England. So think about those really sort of juicy facts, I'll describe them as. Those things that you wouldn't see maybe if you lived in Gloucester. Okay, because you're probably not going to see any geysers or glaciers in Gloucester, because once you've Googled them, you'll know exactly what I mean. You're certainly not going to find a volcano in the middle of Gloucester, because that would be quite dangerous for us to live there. Okay, so have a little think about the facts you find. Maybe write a few sentences explaining why you've chosen those facts as well. Okay, because that's really going to up-level your work. So if you mention the volcanoes, maybe you could say about if you are a daring explorer or someone looking for a dangerous adventure, Iceland is the perfect place for you to visit on your holiday. So have a little think, find some nice facts, find some interesting things. If you want to copy and paste some pictures, or equally if you want to draw some pictures, that is also fine. I'll leave this nice and open for you to do, but if you can gather as much information as possible, this will make your life much easier when you come to write your holiday brochures. Thank you very much again then, guys, for tuning in. Your work so far has been absolutely amazing, so please keep it up. I am trying to mark everything as quickly as possible and get some nice bits of feedback for you. We are a team member down at the moment at school, and we have got lots of children in that we're trying to teach at the same time. So thank you so much for all of your patience and hard work. It's amazing. Thank you, guys.